Here's your host, Giuseppe Grammatico, the Franchise Guide.
Who would you say, so, this is a brand that obviously high in demand, who would be the right fit? So from someone maybe it gets the mission, really hits home, but, who are you looking for? What are the skill sets, the characteristics of that, franchise avatar that you're looking for?
There's some deal breakers with this brand. I've always been an experienced person. I always think the experience that you provide is what can really set you apart. I think that's where I had a lot of success on the franchise development side. And now being able to implement that both on the franchise development as well as operations, we'll look to differentiate ourselves. But I think when you look at that experience, you have to have someone at the top that can culturally affect the organization down. And so the franchisee is going to have to be outgoing. Is going to have that they're likable, they're connected in their community, preferably have a 14 to 16, 17-year-old kid or teenagers that have recently went through, are going to have to go through the program because then they have a built-in network.
Right.
But I think it's a community type person that's got the connections that people like, and that when they look to go hire people like themselves, they can replicate that experience down the totem pole.
No, you hit nail on the head there. The outgoing personality that is, a pillar of the community, somebody that agrees with the mission too, I think is important, that are looking for things that they want to do that are mission based isn't the only thing that I can keep out of there. So.
And you don't want, it's also important. I don't think the analytical chief technology officer that wants to be in the office all day is probably not the right fit for this type of brand. And we really want people to focus on a superior experience that the teams go through.
Right. And that's really important. And that's why I invite different franchise companies, brick and mortar, food, non-food, service-based, the experience. We want not the experience, the knowledge kind of to really explain to people, what does the initial setup look like? Who does well in certain industries or with certain brands? And I do this, and I like to help people kind of compare and contrast just to see, hey, do I see myself doing this? Is this a brand that may or may not be a good fit? Specifically for what I'm looking to accomplish based off the skill sets, not necessarily the experience that you had. Maybe you worked on Wall Street, but what is that transferable skill set? Is it networking? Is it sales? That was my background. And that's how I got into my first franchise and now consulting. So I always tell people, think about the skill sets, not necessarily the actual experience.
The ideal franchisee is community focused, but how do they actually fund their jungle driving school? Jen shares her financial expertise next.
Thanks for tuning in. If you want to learn how to make the transition from corporate to owning your franchise, join Giuseppe on the next episode. You can also follow on all social media platforms and achieve financial and time freedom today.